Public education without the alleviation of poverty is no education.
My name is Ravi. I have been a college professor for more than 10 years. My parents are retired public school educators who raised me to uphold the dignity of every person. I'm a proud black and gay millennial activist, and I know when we fight for a 5-star education for every student, we can close the digital divide and guarantee education equity. I invite you to join me in this campaign to reimagine education. This is not only our civic duty. In times like these, it's our moral imperative. Good evening. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ravi, and I am running to be your next at-large representative on the DC State Board of Education. On November 3rd, you will see my name on the ballot. I have to admit, I'm pretty nervous. I've had a lifetime in politics. I've studied politics for over 10 years. I've worked on political campaigns across the country, but this is my first public run for office. This election, we have the opportunity to find out how it is we as a country are going to respond to the summer discontent we have seen. And we here, residents of the district that should be a state, have the opportunity at the core values that are most important to our future, and that is helping young people in this district. Every single child, every single student in DC schools should have an opportunity to not only survive and get by. We have to ensure that every student can in fact thrive. I hope you join me on this campaign as we work between now and the next 72 days to bring home a victory, not for me, but a victory for every single student, teacher, and parent in DC schools, because we all have an obligation as residents. Because this is not just about our civic duty. This is our moral imperative. We're not just a collection of residents. We are a community. And whether we've been here for a year or two, or we've been here for generations, all of us is responsible to ensuring the social, emotional, and academic well-being of every single student, and the upward mobility and professional development of every single teacher and staff member. So I hope you join me. I'm as an educator myself, and as the child and grandchild of educators, to work here in DC each and every day to ensure that every single student, regardless of what side of the river they live on, regardless of what ward they were born into, regardless of the conditions that their parents have brought to their lives at no fault of their own, every student, every child must have the opportunity to succeed, to not just come and go to a college classroom like mine and get there, but to ensure that they get there, if that's what their desire is, and actually can do well and get an A. And if their desire is not to go to college, but to do the great work in our neighborhoods and our communities that builds this country each and every day, we have to make sure that they have the financial tools and the resources necessary to live productive lives so they can be global citizens. I hope you help me in this campaign because I am running for every single student, and I'm running for every single teacher like me, and I'm running for every single parent, because every parent has the right to see efficient results and real outcomes. Students cannot wait for change. Students cannot wait for politicians who put their political ambitions before the progress that each student has the right to see in their individual lives. So I hope you help me out. Join me in the campaign, RaviPerryForDC.com. Follow us on our social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course on Instagram. And I hope you will join me fighting hard each and every day for the next 70 or so 2 days. And should I not win this election, trust and believe I'm going to still be fighting as I have throughout my entire career, and as my family has for over 100 years, for the education of every single student. Every student in America, particularly in the shadow of our White House that is the beacon of our nation, should absolutely have the best education. It's embarrassing, and it's really a shame that we cannot guarantee that right now. And I've lived my entire career where I have been able to get efficient results in short amount of time because I know politics and I know public education because I've spent a lifetime in both. And I hope you join me in this campaign because I believe that we need to elect someone who not only understands the intricacies of the classroom, of the boardroom, and of the cafeteria room, but that also understands the policy room through which our desires and our ideas for every student to improve their lives and their outcomes can in fact be realized. I hope you have the opportunity to register to vote and to ensure that you are in fact counted in this next election. Join me in this campaign. God bless you, and may God bless every resident and family and household here in the District of Columbia. That should be a state. Thank you very much.